proposed it when he went out?
Yeah,
All right,
my own
guys,
man.
I'm back here with Kim and Iggy. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
It's going good.
So I actually met you guys out there in the parking lot at the Greenway, and you guys were nice enough to like show me your spots and other people's spots too, you know. And first and foremost, you wanted to bring up the Narcan issue.
Yes, well, the blues issue, yeah, because they're an issue. A lot of people, they're really addictive, and a lot of people are on them. And there's a fentanyl powder that's out too that's very, very strong.
Which they call trank, is what I'm finding out. They also call it fentanyl powder / trank.
Oh, I didn't know that, but okay. I've had to Narcan many people, many people. I carry Narcan in my car, even though I don't do blues. So I mean.
You said you carry around 11 right now.
I have 11 right now. I haven't had to use them on anybody lately, so.
That's good.
That's good, but I mean, last month I had to Narcan. Well, last month and a half I had to Narcan 7 people.
Wow.
So, and only 5 of them survived.
Dang, so 2 of them passed away.
Yes.
So, how much would you say out here on the river is the fentanyl like big out here? You know what I mean? Like,
you know, it's not as much here as it is everywhere else, because we don't really tolerate it here. I mean, nobody here really does it. So, and we can't trust people that do it, because it's the only drug you do that will hurt you if you don't have it.
For sure.
So I mean, you can't trust people that are on it.
So before the interview, you actually mentioned that you've been living right here on the river for 30 years approximately, right?
31, yep.
31 years.
Yep,
you
off
were
and on.
actually one of the first people here.
Yeah.
How have you seen the culture, the environment here evolve over the last 31 years?
Well, see, before we used to always look out for each other. Everybody did. We all looked out for each other. We were almost like a pack, you know, family. And we tend to band together. Here now, we're all separate. You know, we're kind of more spread out, and we're getting new kind of people in that don't have any integrity, and they don't have any honesty or respect, and that's not okay.
Have you been exactly in this spot right here for 31 years? Or
no. I've moved all throughout the river.
Yeah?
I started over, Loyal and I actually started over at what we called Spirit Camp, and that was just off the 16th Avenue, well, 6th Avenue, Greenway entrance. Now there's a Greenway path going right through where our camp was. But but that's where we started. And I moved all around through here. Sometimes I go to my friend's house on the winter, so I'm not here during the winter.
So what is it that, do you think this spot right here is the best? Because as you can tell, there's these trees that provide shade right in the summer.
It was a matter of necessity at the moment, because a couple of years ago my ex almost broke my back and my pelvis, my lower back and my pelvis, and I'm still healing from that. So it's hard for me to walk a long distance.
Yeah.
So the walk it's something I can do.
Okay.
So it's kind of at it, and one of my best friends is right over there. So
right down that way right there. And
yeah.
So I'm not used to doing these kind of interviews right here, so I'm trying to come up with questions on the fly. How old are you, Iggy?
I'm 18 years old.
18 years old?
Yeah.
How long have you been living on the river?
I've been living on the river for maybe 6-7 months.
Yeah, you guys haven't even hit a year yet, have you?
No.
Yeah.
Not even a year, huh?
No.
And what kinds of things have you experienced while being out here in the river?
There's people that you come across, you know, that are, you know, nice going and all that, you know, and then there's the people out there that don't want to with anybody else, or, you know, like, but out here, I mean, hey, Kilo, knock it off.
As she stops.
But it's crazy out here. Like, I mean, there's so many people out here that got a lot of love for people out here, you know, like.
Well, I kind of took him and his mom up under my wing. My friend Tim introduced me to him when they were at a house in Parker, and they needed help out there. So I just kind of dropped everything and went out there and helped him. And Kat and I have almost been inseparable since.
Wow. Which is his mom?
Yes.
Kat. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really good friends with his mom. I mean, I love Iggy too, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just his mom and I have a unique relationship.
Yeah.
We're together through whatever, you know. It's she goes, nope, you're stuck with me now, and I said, well, you're stuck with me too. Thick or thin, good or bad, you know, we're gonna stick together. So it means we got Iggy and Lori too.
Oh, okay.
But
Lori's over there in the tent currently, just for the viewers.
Yes.
So you mentioned you've been out here for 31 years. Do you have children?
Yes, I have 3. I wasn't able to raise them because I'm on the river.
Right.
But my mom did a really good job with my 2 youngest, and My in-laws did a great job with my oldest, so.
But you're able to keep up with them, like talk to them and stuff like that?
Well, my oldest chose not to have me in his life, and I have to respect that because I did give him up. So I respect that, and I don't see him. But my two youngest I see all the time. My middle son, Brandon, and my youngest son, Aaron. Aaron's still with my mom. He's almost 19.
Oh, okay.
Well, not almost 19. I guess he is. October will be 19, but whatever. Yeah.
So
yeah, my kids are all grown.
Can you describe to me a day-to-day, like from the moment you wake up, what kind of struggles extra do you face or benefits being homeless instead of being out in the streets, being out here next to the river?
Well, we don't get fucked with, for one. I mean, you know, we don't have cops messing with us. The worst we got to deal with is DOT, and they only come through once in a while. And if we don't have a fire, they don't care. They don't.
You mentioned before the video you don't do fires.
Yeah, we don't do fires because this is really dry area, and the last thing we need is
a fire going on.
Shit to happen, because shit happens, and a spark goes and there goes our home. Everything we own is up. Tents are very flammable, you know. So no, I don't do fire. We do gas, propane gas.
Hey man, so before the video, you actually mentioned about cougars out here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You said that a friend of yours actually raised cubs, right?
The 3 cubs. There's 3 brothers out here. Yeah, they're 3 adolescent males that are out here, and yeah, they came. They started in Sela.
Yeah.
And they went to the island where my friend Tyler fed them and raised them, and then he left. Went to prison with his dad. So he left these babies. I mean, they're adolescents at the time, of course.
Yeah.
And I think they just barely learned how to hunt. I mean, it's a good thing there's a lot of small game. But I saw one of them tracking a cougar today, so, well, the tracks of one, you know, tracking a deer. So that means they're big enough now to hunt deer.
Wow. And you actually mentioned too that you thought one of them was stalking you guys recently?
Oh, it was, yeah. We were walking the path to the parking lot, and it was in the tall reeds next to us.
Wow.
I didn't see it until it moved.
And you also mentioned that you can't hear them sometimes at night.
No, they're very quiet. They're very elusive. Like yeah, they're ambush predators. So you rarely see them.
If you don't look behind out here,
if you don't know what to listen for or what to look for, you won't know they're there.
How do you stay safe out here? Do you have like a weapon, just a machete, a gun?
I have a machete. I have a hatchet, even though I don't do wood. I have a knife. I usually carry around. I'm wearing around my neck, but I didn't really get dressed today. And I have a gun. I mean, yeah, I don't mess around because it doesn't matter. Yeah. These are my people.
Yeah.
You know, this is my land.
Well, for 31 years, oh yeah.
Yeah, and you got to watch out for your own. So I'm going to take any measure necessary.
When we walk, we usually keep the dogs with us at all times.
Try not to walk it by yourself. I walk by myself because it doesn't matter. I'm the biggest thing on this river, I think, other than Loyal.
So. For like showering and stuff like that, how do you guys do that?
Sometimes we go to a friend's house, family's house. Connections has a van or a trailer that they're starting back up.
Yeah.
They're starting back up Wednesdays. We get to. They have a shower trailer. They'll give you change of clothes and yeah, it's by the church on Yakima Ave and Natchez. It's behind them.
When it's warmer out, do you guys ever like shower in, or I mean?
Oh, I bathe in the river all the time in the summer.
I was gonna say,
all the time in the summer.
You know what I mean? I love camping and stuff like that, and man,
it's not fun.
It's not out there.
This river is always cold. It's mountain runoff, so.
Dang.
It's always cold.
Little Natchez out there.
That's cold out there too.
Yeah, it's cold out there, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, we got to be careful though now because of the waste treatment plant.
What do you mean?
Well,
like
the waste.
Stuff in the
Yeah, they are. They got 2 pipelines, one that goes downstream from them and one that comes upstream from them, that they dump stuff in the river.
How is that even okay?
I don't think it is, but you know, nobody's aware of it. Maybe.
Wow.
I don't know. I haven't really told anybody.
On my way to come visit you, I was coming with Kenny.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we saw a spot where a gentleman hung himself. How often do you guys see stuff like that out here? The struggle like that?
Every day. It's part of life. I mean, life and death go hand in hand, especially out here because it's harder. I mean, you have to work harder just to eat, just to have water, just to survive because, you know, it's not the city.
For sure. Did you guys know that gentleman that unfortunately took his life?
Probably.
Yeah.
I know pretty much everybody.
Wow.
I make sure of knowing everybody because I want to know who all's here.
So before I forget too, before the video you mentioned that you're a masseuse.
Yes.
Would you be okay with giving away your number if anybody ever wants to hit you up?
Of course.
For a professional masseuse.
Hey, I am always down for work.
For sure. What's your number, ma'am?
My number is area code 206-793-5717.
Awesome.
If anybody needs a massage, I charge $40 an hour.
$40 an hour. For sure. I'm going to be hitting you up for sure because I got back.
But you don't have to pay for a whole hour, you know. It's just, you know.
You mentioned for half an hour.
I can get a lot done in 20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I got a bad back. I need work done on me, so I'm going to be hitting you up too.
Yeah, I've only got 3 clients at the moment, so I have room.
Sweet. Would you guys be okay with doing a follow-up interview in the future?
I'm down, yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to you anytime. You've been very polite and respectful, yes.
I appreciate it, guys.
Which is why I'll show you at all the camps. It's because of who you shown to be.
Awesome, I appreciate it, man. Do you have a message for any family or friends, anybody that you know that ends up seeing this video?
For my family or friends?
Yeah.
I love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. That's about it. I love my kids too. They know that. But my mom and dad, I have to give a shout out to. My dad's my hero. I'm telling you, he made me who I am. And he's my stepdad.
Your stepdad?
Yeah, he was a stranger at one point in time, came into my life and changed it forever.
That's good. That's good. What about yourself, Iggy?
Say hi to your mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom.
All right, guys. And lastly, would you be okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah,
of course.
Sweet. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.